Hi guys, it's Kyarko here, back with another speed build. Today we are building a beekeeper's cottage. So it is Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. If anything, crazy or fun happened to you, let me know. I'm always curious to hear if you guys have any wild stories. But anyways, today, like I said, we're building a beekeeper's cottage. I'm super excited to show this one to you guys because, honestly, I had so much fun doing this one just because, I don't know, I feel like the interior turned out pretty well, and I love how the exterior turned out. We have this beautiful lush entryway with all these flowers, and it's just, I love it. So I hope you guys like it too, and please let me know what you think of this video. Anyways, so okay, here's the thing about bees. I love bees. I love what they do for the environment. I love how cute they are, the way they buzz around and bump into things. I think they're so adorable. But if one is around me, I will freak out. So I'm a bee lover, but I'm also a lover from a distance. So I respect the bees, bee solidarity, but from a distance. So this build definitely is not informed from any sort of beekeeping knowledge. I have no knowledge of how to keep bees. So if it's inaccurate to how one would keep bees, I apologize. This is just for fun, just a fun little cottage design. So the way that this cottage is gonna work is we're gonna have a little front garden area where you walk up to the cottage, and then in the back there's gonna be a big old yard, and that's where all the bees are gonna be kept. So I imagine that the beekeeper who lives here is someone who is an artisanal farmer, you know what I mean? Someone who keeps bees to make what's it called? Artisanal honey that they sell at farmers markets and stuff. That's just the kind of thing that we're doing here. So they're not they are a recreational beekeeper. I did imagine that the person here who lives here really loves bees, but they also run their own business selling special homemade honey and stuff. And as you can see in the front yard here, we have a little pond, which I think is so cute. I freaking love the new pond tool. I think it's wonderful, and I'm so glad that they gave us new pond colors, new water textures, because I felt the water textures we had before were seriously lacking. And look at this texture, it's so beautiful. It has orange flowers and stuff. Absolutely wonderful. I love it. Anyways, so I looked up some bee facts for you guys, so we can, enjoy bee conversation. So I'm gonna read a few of these off my phone. These are from NASA, so I hope they are correct. So fun fact, bees have 5 eyes. Wow. Ooh, okay. Bees also have 2 pairs of wings. So they have 5 eyes and 2 pairs of wings. So that's pretty wild. They fly at about 20 miles per hour, which is insanely fast. Imagine if a bee was flying at 20 miles per hour and ran into you and knocked you over. That would be very, very funny. The rest of these facts are kind of boring, but bees are very, very interesting little creatures. I also looked up a bee joke for you guys. I don't know, I just thought a bee themed video would be fun. So here's the bee joke. Okay. If there is a bee in my hand, what's in my eye? Beauty, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, the bee holder. Do you get it? I hope you guys get it. I hope that made you laugh. I'm gonna pretend that it made you laugh, and it did make you laugh. I don't care because I'm pretending that you are. Anyways, let me know. Do any of you have beekeeping experience? That would be very interesting to discover. I follow some beekeepers on TikTok just because I think it's such a fascinating thing to do. And I just think, again, I think they're the cutest little things, although I cannot be around them at all. I do appreciate bees just aesthetically. I think they're cute little round little fuzzy butts. I could imagine a bee, if it didn't look so horrifying, if it was super big like a dog, it could be cute, if it didn't look as creepy at its little bug face was just a little bit cuter, I feel they could make pretty good dogs if they were really big. I don't know, that probably makes no sense to you guys, but that's just what I'm imagining right now. Anyways, as you can see, we have this beautiful garden in the front set up. I love how the flowers turned out. We have this green, orange, yellow color scheme going on the outside, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. I even though this is beekeeper themed and bee themed, I didn't want to go with the like too on the nose, like yellow black color scheme, because that's like a little bit too much, and honestly I don't really like that color scheme. So instead we went for more like flowery, foresty colors and very warm and inviting. Later on you'll see me do the interior of this cottage. It also ends up very warm and cozy and stuff. Obviously the bees don't live inside the cottage, so the cottage is going to be human themed, not bee themed. But on the outside here, as you can see, we have all these beautiful flowers so that the bees can pollinate them and do what bees do with flowers, I guess. Bees are very, very important to the environment, so save the bees, guys. Don't kill any bees if you see them. Just be friendly. Be friendly. But yeah, I'm just adjusting little things here and there with the pond, with the flowers, adding in some windows on my little roof. This is a very simple cottage just in terms of like architecture. Like it's basically just a square with a triangle roof. But I don't know, I feel like cottages tend to be very simple in terms of structure. They're usually just like squares. But I think this cottage turned out so cute. So we are in the backyard now. So you could see me put those little bee houses down. So there's like 6 bee houses. Is that what they're called? Bee houses? Bee hutches? Bee something. That's where the bees live, in those little cute little yellow houses. I just kind of lay them out here. Like, I don't know, like, what you're supposed to, like, how do beekeepers do? I don't know if there's, like, a special layout or if you have to, like, put them a certain distance from each other. I just kind of, like, plopped them in the backyard. I think they're okay here. Like, I think the bees would enjoy themselves. They got a lot of flowers, a lot of free space. This seems like a bee-friendly environment. But anyways, we are gonna add some more details in the backyard later on, but I did want to move on and do the interior. So this is a 1-bedroom home. It's kind of cramped a little bit. Like there's enough space for everything, but it's also like, I really don't think more than one person would live here. I think this is like a lone beekeeper, like someone whose sole true love is the bees, and they just keep to themselves and they speak to the bees, and the bees are their friend, and they're just like one with the bee. Or maybe this is like a fantastical universe where this person can like actually speak to the bees. I don't know, maybe. Anyways, over here on the right, we're gonna have our tiny little living room. It's pretty small, but like again, like cozy vibes all throughout, so I think it works. Like I said, our color palette's gonna be pretty warm. I think I actually bring in some like maroons on the inside. But we brought in this couch. I've never used this couch before because I hate the green of those pillows, but I covered them up with these pillows instead, and I actually like the couch after this. I really like this like butter yellow color of it. I think it's very warm, and again, it's a bee reference because they're yellow. And then we have this like mauvey, purplish color that actually, even though it is like a little bit cool toned, it actually, I don't know, for some reason it does bring in a lot of warmth here. And this is one of the couches from the Cottage living pack, and it's so cute. I love the Cottage living pack, you guys. I cannot express that enough. I freaking adore it. And I'm not like, you know what, you guys don't have to get it. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I'm loving it. It's totally up my alley. And then we have these like little trunks as our coffee table, because I thought that was more like, you know, cottage homey vibes over, you know, like an actual coffee table. And then we have this fireplace here. So I had some trouble getting this like portrait on the fireplace because I really wanted this painting to sit like dead in the center, but for some reason I like could not figure out how to do it. I don't know, like it just, the freaking fireplace did not have a slot in the very center of it, which seems so silly because it's not a custom content fireplace, like it's literally a base game fireplace, but for some reason, or not base game fireplace, it's a Cottage living fireplace, but I literally could not put this painting in the center of it, so that kind of made me a little bit mad. But I ended up just making like an asymmetrical setup on the mantle, which, you know, still looks good. I'm kind of crazy about symmetry, but in this case I was just like, fine, it's okay. I built this like pretty late at night. I was like honestly like half asleep. I was like, barely keeping my eyes open, but I settled for the asymmetrical mantle, and I think it turned out pretty well. My color palette, honestly, I played it a little bit looser here than I usually would, because you guys know I'm freaking insane about keeping my color palette like super tight. Like if there's like one color in my build that's like not the right color, I usually axe it. But in this particular build, I tried to play it a little bit looser, and I tried to bring in like more, a wider variety of colors. And I think I've been doing that a lot more recently. I don't know if it's like just me like in my interior design program and thinking more about colors and stuff like that, or if I'm just just becoming less of a hard ass about this. But I feel like lately I've been a little bit like more chill about, you know, my color palettes, and I think maybe in the future I'll be more and more chill. Still, like, obviously paying like a lot of attention to color palettes because like color is so important to me in terms of like art and design, but I think I need to relax a little bit, especially when it comes to building. But yeah, anyways, we just did the little dining room really quick. Very, very cute, very cozy. And now we're gonna move on to the bedroom. Again, pretty small. Like, you can, I don't know if this would actually like function in game, because I don't know if a sim could like find a pathway to get into the bed, but you know, whatever. This is just for aesthetic purposes, and I think it looks cute. And then we tucked in a little desk in the corner. This person has a typewriter. Maybe they're like, I don't know, writing a book about bees. Oh my god, yo, maybe this is where the writer of Bee Movie lived. Maybe this is where that writer lived and like studied the bees, and then they wrote the Bee Movie on that typewriter. No, I'm not gonna make that what this is. That is not what this is, but that would be a very interesting build. But anyway, so let's say they're writing like an informational manual about bees, or like maybe they're like, I don't know, a bee blogger, and they write about like bee caretaking, and maybe they write like bee manuals and stuff, like how to like take care of bees as a beekeeper. I don't know. They write something about bees. That is not the Bee Movie. Anyways, so we're gonna do the bathroom super quick here. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of doing bathrooms all the time, so I kept it pretty simple here. Bathtub, sink, toilet, just the necessities. Put in a little washboard, I guess, and a candle, and that is it for the bathroom. Now we're gonna do the kitchen, which I actually end up really liking. So I don't know if you guys can see very well, but in the corner of the kitchen in the right, I actually tucked in a little spinning wheel, like a, you know, like a wheel that you use to spin like cloth or something, or like silk. I don't know what spinning wheels are for, but I think it looks so freaking cool. Like, I haven't used this spinning wheel yet. I think it's functional. It's like, it's a piece of custom content, and I vaguely remember the description saying it was a functional spinning wheel. There's like, this cottage does not exist in medieval times. Like, I do think it's in the modern world relatively, but I just think the spinning wheel looks so cool, and I feel like it definitely fits the vibe. And maybe this person just like likes old things like that, and for fun like has learned how to use a spinning wheel and is like spinning cloth or something. I don't know. Maybe like in addition to bees, they also have like a moth house somewhere, and they like use moth silk and spin stuff. I don't know. I just thought it looked cool. Anyways, back out in the backyard, just gonna add in a table, and I think I add in another table actually. I think we end up, yeah, 2 tables for some reason, just so there's like some space to sit outside and be one with the bees, I guess. But yeah, we're almost about done with this build. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really did. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I love how it turned out, especially the exterior with all the flowers and the trees and the greenery. I think it's so beautiful. And let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you had a wonderful weekend, if you had a terrible weekend, just let me know. My weekend was pretty cool, actually. I saw Suicide Squad, which was streamed on HBO for free. Well, not for free, you have to pay for HBO, but I saw it, and I actually really liked it, which surprises me because I am not really a superhero movie kind of person, but I really enjoyed this one. So let me know if you guys have seen it and what your thoughts were on it. I thought it was far better than the first one, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.